It's bad enough struggling with debt. The last thing you need to worry about is your income and your job if you file bankruptcy or consumer proposal. After all, you don't want to trade one financial problem for another. I'm Doug Hoyes, a licensed insolvency trustee with Hoyes Michalos. Today I'm going to answer the top 5 questions about how bankruptcy affects your job. The most common question I hear is, will my employer find out I filed bankruptcy? The short answer is no. Except in very unusual circumstances, the only time we contact your employer is if you ask us to contact your payroll department to stop a wage garnishment. A related question to that is, can I lose my job if I declare bankruptcy? Well, first of all, it's illegal for someone to fire you simply because you filed bankruptcy. Certain professions like lawyers, insurance agents, real estate agents, and investment brokers, for example, can have special conduct standards where filing bankruptcy can impact their license or professional designation. In many cases, professionals can file a consumer proposal as an alternative, since a proposal is often seen as being less severe in the eyes of their profession. We have a lot of information on our website about the impact of different insolvency options for various professions in Canada. If this is a concern for you, visit hoyes.com and search professional designation as a starting point. And I always recommend that before you decide to file bankruptcy, you contact your employer and your professional association to determine if bankruptcy will impact your job. A similar concern is whether bankruptcy will affect any future employment prospects. Again, in most cases, no. Some employers may ask to run a credit check and your filing will appear on your credit report. If you filed a consumer proposal instead of bankruptcy, be prepared to explain the difference to your new employer if this is an issue. If necessary, can you be bonded? Well, an employment bond is insurance for your employer against financial loss. If you handle money for clients as part of your employment, your job might require what is known as a fidelity bond. Fidelity bonds protect your employer from a loss for their clients as a result of an employee's behavior. Being an undischarged bankrupt can make it more difficult to be bonded if this is a job requirement. It's possible that a security clearance could be impacted by a bankruptcy. However, this is very unusual. In most cases, your employer is happy that you've dealt with your debts. Any effect of filing bankruptcy on your job often does not apply if you file a consumer proposal instead. On a job application, you can truthfully answer that you have not gone bankrupt. And as I mentioned, some professions look more favorably on a consumer proposal over bankruptcy because you've made an attempt to pay back some of what you owe. The last question involves a common money and wage concern. What happens to your wages in a bankruptcy? You keep your wages in a bankruptcy. Your trustee does not seize or control your income itself. You are required to submit a monthly income and expense report to your trustee. This information is used to calculate if you earned enough to go over the government set income limit in a bankruptcy. If you do go over this limit, you'll be required to make additional surplus income payments. Bankruptcy is meant as a fresh start. The laws were not written to impact your ability to earn an income. In the vast majority of cases, no one will know you filed and you'll be in complete control of your wages. In fact, I would argue more so because your paycheck is no longer being consumed by interest and high debt payments.